FC Tulsa have already wrapped up their top spot in the league as they enter their last regular season game. They're up against a Colorado Springs Switchbacks side, still fighting for a playoff berth. Good evening, everybody. Welcome into One Oak Field. Dave Saunders joined by former professional Anna Bergeland. Anna, what do you think the mindset of both teams here coming into this one will be tonight?
You know, I think if you're FC Tulsa, you want to go into the playoffs next week on a high with momentum. So want to focus on the game at hand this evening and take care of business at home. But if you're the Switchbacks, you mentioned there's some implications coming into this game, and they'll want to control their own destiny. If they can win the game tonight, puts them in a great position. If they don't, they'll have to rely on some other teams throughout the league.
Now, Taylor Carrera has scored 13 goals for FC Tulsa. He has been quite the signing this season.
He's one of those signings that you come in, there's a lot of hype, and he has absolutely delivered this season for FC Tulsa. As you mentioned, the 13 goals, but Dave, even when he hasn't scored for a couple of games, he's still been impactful. His movement off the ball, his leadership in the locker room, just everything you want from a big-time player, and he's going to have to continue to rise to the occasion as FC Tulsa closes out the regular season and looks ahead towards the playoffs.
Now, others have contributed, and how about this goal from Stefan Lukic last week?
What an unbelievable strike from Stefan Lukic. Free kick, and this earned goal of the week around the USL Championship. And Lukic is one of those players as well who's come in off the bench, made a difference, scored a ton of goals. He's also just one of those likable players that FC Tulsa has turned to, and a lot of talent around this FC Tulsa team.
There certainly is. We can't wait for this one. We're back after the break with your starting lineups and, of course, the important first half call for this one that has playoff implications. FC Tulsa versus Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC.
I couldn't lay down, I couldn't stand up.
My shoulder blade and the muscles between the shoulder blades.
Bent over, couldn't stand up straight.
The pain just got progressively worse.
Turns out that I had scoliosis.
When I walked into Tulsa Spine and Rehab for the first time, I definitely felt very welcomed.
Dr. Riley, I just made an automatic connection.
He's going to take care of you and your needs and get you going.
I walked out of here and I didn't have a crick in my neck anymore.
There is truly here the desire to help people get better.
Hi, I'm Bill Knight for Bill Knight Ford, and we're proud to be part of the Tulsa community and Oklahoma's #1 Ford dealer for 16 years, providing you with unmatched sales and ownership experience. We're grateful for the trust and support you've shown us, making our continued growth and success possible. Here's to 16 years of sales leadership and many more to come.
Join us at Bill Knight Ford and BillKnightFord.com, 96th and Memorial, and home of the Knight Advantage.
Dear future Charlie, Mom said life is full of opportunities. She also said life is full of learning new things. Really, really cool new things. And when you have the right tools, there are a lot of skills to learn. If we all do the best we possibly can, you just never know whose life might
change for the better.
Well, tonight's match is brought to you by Bill Knight Ford. Bill Knight Ford is a proud sponsor of FC Tulsa. Bill Knight is Oklahoma's #1 Ford dealer, 16 years running. Get your new Ford from Bill Knight Ford, home of the Knight Advantage. By Ascension St. John. Ascension St. John is Tulsa's first Level 1 trauma center, the highest designation a hospital can receive for trauma care. No matter what, no matter when, we're ready. Visit ascension.org/St. John. And by Williams, we make clean energy happen. Good evening, everybody. Welcome into a rather wet and damp One Oak Field as we take a look at the home starting 11. Peñaranda in goal and a A word for Delence Pierre, who comes in wearing 4 at the back against his old club, Annabelle.
Anytime you're playing against your former team, want to show up, but this is a quality starting 11 for FC Tulsa. As we mentioned, the implications for playoffs, they're already in, but will want to go in to playoffs with the momentum and take care of business at home tonight.
As for Colorado Springs, well, look for one Tejada, the number 27, who will be a threat all night up front, and possibly Kyle Bassell off the bench. The Englishman, a very experienced striker in their 4-3-3 formation. Well, there's the injury report presented by OSU Medicine. Nobody, as far as we know, from Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. Arthur Rogers, Boubacar Diallo, Elliot Goldthorpe, Tyler Derrick, they are out. As we're underway, and it is Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC in those white socks, white shorts and white shirts, playing from left to right on your screens, up against FC Tulsa in those black and gold shirts that we've become familiar with here at One Oak Field. And Lucas Storfer, through the smoke, will take the throw-in down that right-hand side. Throw into FC Tulsa, as we said in the build-up to this game, have already wrapped up the league. They will finish first. As for Switchbacks FC, they want to win tonight. It's the officials tonight, led by Joshua Encarnacion, for this last regular season game. And here's Travion Sousa. Coley heads forward over El Medcar. El Medcar got the last touch there, did he? It's kept in. Delence Pierre is playing more of a midfield role tonight. Here's a chip ball into the box from Storfer, but it's over everybody. Interesting one, Anna, that Delence Pierre wearing 4, we highlighted him, and he's in there alongside Giordano Coley.
Yeah, Pierre kind of has the ability to sit in front of those center backs and float. He has the ability, you know, to link up play, connect passes, and we mentioned coming into this game playing against his former team, so he'll have an idea but wants to show up well against the Switchbacks. And FC Tulsa still obviously with a lot to play for from a momentum perspective, already atop the league. But Luke Spencer, coming into this week, mentioned focused on the game at hand, wanting to make sure everyone is sharp and that they're able to take care of business properly.
Here's Christian Herrera wearing all orange tonight. 6'7" he is. And there's Luke Spencer, who, as we said, has led his team to the top of the league in his first season at the helm. He was assistant last year, and he will be very pleased in what he's seen this year so far, but he'll want to finish the job. We're talking to him earlier on this week as the ball is headed on by Tejada, and Batista will clear, and he was very, very quick to say that his focus, Anna, as you would expect him to say as a professional, was only on tonight's game.
Well, and it's easy, you know, to think through the success that FC Tulsa has had and the excitement around the historic season and the playoffs, but that's how Luke Spencer has been all season, very level-headed and focused. Already lost this year to Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC, so want to come out on top, obviously this time at home. So just the fundamentals that he has had throughout the season, nothing changes, especially coming into tonight's game. And a couple of items that he's focused on in tonight's game, as you get a look here, just playing with composure, and I think that really speaks to just his coaching style as well. And then a couple other emphasis items, just making sure they can dictate the pace of play, not allow the Switchbacks to do so early on in this game. And one of the strengths that the Switchbacks brings is being able to jump quickly in transition in the counter, so they'll want to be mindful of that from an FC Tulsa perspective and not give them many opportunities on the break.
Alex Deleu just having a push there on Duke Lacroix, the left back, wearing 14. So free kick on the edge of their own box to be taken by the goalkeeper Herrera in his 19th start of the season. Spencer looks on. He's had to contend with a few injuries. A few players had to have surgery and are out for the season, but everybody he seems to have brought in has done a really good job. Anna and him and Caleb Saul, they knew who they wanted to bring in, and everybody they brought in, including Tyler Derrick, who's not here tonight, the goalkeeper, have done their job.
And it's a testament to just the recruiting, but also the culture that they've really tried to build here and have built at FC Tulsa. With Luke Spencer, as mentioned earlier this season, it's not just about the starting 11. There's not, a specific group week in, week out that plays. I mean, in every team you kind of have your core group, but every player has been important off the bench. Lineups have changed week to week depending on who's performing in practice and the personnel available and who will put them in the best position to win. And I think it's telling that all of these players who want to play a ton of minutes have bought into that. Luke Spencer's done a great job of managing that despite when players are out for injury or what have you. And that's a big reason that they have made it to this point in the season and the success that they've had.
Lucas Stoffer just couldn't get control of the ball. Here's Creek, who sits in front of that back four. Here's the experienced Matt Mahoney in his 28th start of the season. Forward comes Matusla, out to Lacroix. Good start from the Colorado Swing Switchbacks FC side, who've won themselves a Katrina Freshbeck's corner, the first one of the game. And there's James Chambers, second season as the head coach, joined the Switchbacks in 2021 actually, after a storied career as a player and one season coaching with the Philadelphia Union Academy. And here he is looking to get into the postseason, and would go a very long way to doing that if he can win the game of football tonight. A draw or a defeat for Switchbacks FC, and it would have them looking over their shoulders at 9 p.m. local time tonight for the other games. Here is the corner then, into the danger area, headed away. And FC Tulsa have won it back here with Deleu, chips it forward. Back in field, great piece of skill. Here's Calera, the top goal scorer. Calera will shoot, and it will just be wide, but it's the first shot. But what a wonderful piece of skill from Jamie Webber. And there is the top goal scorer, Taylor Carrera, as we said, 13 goals, hasn't missed from the penalty spot this season either. Just a wonderful signing. But he's up against that man there, Christian Herrera, who didn't have to make a save, but that was a good piece of skill from Jamie Webber, who's playing in behind the front two of Khalil El Medgar and Taylor Carrera. 8 minutes gone here at One Oak Field, 0-0 the score. There'll be a throw-in for FC Tulsa, which Stauffer wants to take quickly. They do like to get forward quickly to FC Tulsa, and it's been very successful this season. That one is out. Of course, we're looking at one of only 5 sides in Switchbacks FC that have beaten FC Tulsa. It was a 2-0 win for them, which brought an end to FC Tulsa's 14-match unbeaten streak, the highest one for an FC Tulsa franchise. El Medgar goes back to Coley. Coley tries to go to the far post. Calera heads it into the box. Mahoney away. Lacroix will play it up to Tejada. One back again by the home side. Challenge was unfair from Echeverria. Good start though from both teams, but you can see that Colorado Springs are here to win the game of football, and they've started well.
Absolutely. I mean, we alluded to the implications coming in from a playoffs perspective, and a lot to play for both of these teams, and the Switchbacks.
Ball to the far post, headed back by Deleu, and a stooping gather, and a goal from El Medcar. Well, Deleu did really well to head it back across goal. And Khalil El Medcar gets his 6th of the season. There's no stopping FC Tulsa at the moment. It's FC Tulsa 1, Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC 0.
Wonderful ball in from FC Tulsa, and then the follow-up run from El Medcar, finishing the play. That's what good forwards do. They just anticipate that the ball might come their direction. And he does just that. Deleu in the mix on the end of that cross. And FC Tulsa, all season long, they put together quality pieces of play like this. Delivery in from the wings, and then an unbelievable finish. Just brave header from El Medcar to put FC Tulsa up first.
Alex Deleu, that man in frame, with his 3rd assist of the season. It was Souza with the cross to the far post, and there was Deleu to head it back across goal. It almost looked like it was going over Alex Deleu's head, but he seems to rise and get the header in, and FC Tulsa have a goal early, and Switchbacks FC are under pressure. Here's the goal scorer, El Medcar. Just couldn't thread it back, but he does now to Coley. El Medcar again digs the ball into the box. It's just missed by Deleu. And Christian Herrera will slow things down. Well, FC Tulsa are used to scoring very late goals. We saw that in the open there, the late goal by Lukic gave FC Tulsa a very late point there in El Paso last week with that wonderful free kick goal, which won goal of the week. Free kick then for Switchbacks FC. There's Delence Pierre, the former Switchbacks FC man, playing in the midfield tonight. Has been part of a back 4 and a back 3. Now he's in the central midfield, and he holds the line with his teammates. That's the free kick. Will come in from Hewerman. There it is, into the box. Tejada heads it, and it's going to be wide. Well, Guerra Signs are industry leaders in visa processing for professional athletes. They work hard off the field for the players to succeed on it. Reach out today for your organization's consultation. We were just saying that the visitors, Switchbacks FC, and have come in and started well, but then that's typical FC Tulsa, isn't it? That they do know how to get the ball forward quickly and score a goal just like that. That's very FC Tulsa-like this season that we've seen a lot of.
It is the sense of urgency that they have brought in getting the ball forward with pace, and the ability to do it accurately and execute those plays really well. That's just been a threat that they've had all season. Is this one snuffed out here, but FC Tulsa, Dave, I think another just testament. I mean, Souza signed in September, and so just continuing to bring in players that fit into the system, able to execute, able to step in and be impactful.
See Frenchman Quincy Hewerman there with the unfair challenge on Delence Pierre. Lamar Batista has been literally a tower of strength at the back, takes the free kick. That's going to run away, and it will be a goal kick. Well, the USL on the CBS Sports Network kicks off the championship playoffs presented by Terminix with an Eastern Conference quarter-final showdown. Second seed Charleston Battery take on the 7th seed Sunday, November the 2nd at 2 p.m. Eastern on the CBS Sports Network. Just a reminder again that we don't know the official bracket yet. FC Tulsa, by my reckoning, could be playing any one of 4 teams next Saturday here at One Oak Field. They'll play the 8th place team, which of course could be Colorado Springs. A lot of football to be played. Lexington play tonight at 9 p.m. at Oakland. Of course, the San Antonio versus El Paso game. Mouth-watering prospect. That one kicks off in just a few minutes. There's almost a flicked header from DeLu. Goes down to Herrera. He just panicked a little bit there. Orange County as well in the mix at home to Indy 11. Lots to play for. And it's currently Pittsburgh 0, Phoenix Rising 0. As FC Tulsa come forward again. Here's DeLu onto his left foot, drives a shot, keeper saves. And El Medcar wanted the spills, but Herrera did well to foil the danger.
Well worked again from FC Tulsa, starting on the right. DeLu able to pick it up in the midfield, but many options. DeLu, that was a good one. Well saved, but then you had Sousa with that late run on the wing as well. So look for that kind of released late option that FC Tulsa can bring.
Batista against Tejada. Batista comes out with that one. And then the centre official and his assistant combined to say there was a foul. 17th minute. Tejada against Batista is a good one to watch out for. Here's Johan Peñaranda. Made a wonderful save last week. The captain tonight, Johan Peñaranda, just such a wonderful professional. Here's Mahoney. Matusla out to Lacroix. Echeverria to Mahoney. Now Mahoney a long ball, but that's pretty aimless, and that's going to go through to Johan Peñaranda. Peñaranda's going to take the sting out of the game here. 24th start. He's had 6 clean sheets. The last 2 games at home for FC Tulsa against San Antonio and Lexington. He actually wasn't in goal. That went to Tyler Derrick, who came in to help out, but Peñaranda's back in between the sticks tonight for FC Tulsa. Here's Mahoney. Ward kept it in well, given away. Coley tidies up. Sousa forward up towards Caleri, flicks it on. It's going to go all the way back here to Herrera. Herrera under a little bit of pressure, and in the end, Jamie Webber makes him a little bit nervous there, Anna. I mean, it's playoff time and players get nervous, but the goalkeeper, a hurried clearance there, gives it back to FC Tulsa a little bit.
And the high press from FC Tulsa all season has been part of their game plan, and when that first player goes, the cover is there. All 11 players step forward, and they've been really successful when doing that, forcing teams to make mistakes, as you saw here. Now a bit of space on the wing.
Stauffer with the low ball in. Coley to the far post. El Medcar got something on it, but it fell nicely for Ward to clear. Hanya is giving it away to Batista. Clever play from Batista. Delence Pierre will go back here to Sousa. Sousa Switches to play, looking for Delou, but Lacroix is there. Good build up here from Switchbacks FC. Fjellberg hasn't been able to get in the game too much. The number 7 on the left-hand side, the Norwegian. There's Lacroix with the throw-in, wearing the face mask. Mahoney. Ball swept out well to Akeem Ward. Huerman gets the ball back. Delancpierre with him. Unfairly challenged, said the referee. It's a good battle in the midfield between Huerman and Pierre, and it's going to be a free kick. Well, from the ER to orthopedics to brain surgery, Ascension Sir John has got you covered. Visit us at ascension.org/St John. 20 minutes have gone by here at One Oak Field. Dave Saunders and Anna Berger with you here on ESPN Plus and My41 here in Tulsa. As Switchbacks FC with Huerman have a chance to get something on goal. They trail by a goal to nil. Khalil El Medkar's goal in the 10th minute, separating the two sides. 3 men in the wall for FC Tulsa. Referee blows the whistle. Huerman with his left foot goes towards goal, and it's just wide of the target. You could just see we're right behind that one, Anna, that looked a good bend, and then it just bent away a little bit too much at the end.
Yeah, Freeman, the technical ability there, he's just trying to curl that up over the wall. And it looked for a minute like it might be on frame, but all in all, in the end, sailed a few feet wide, but great effort.
Low ball up to Carrera, who lays it off. Teddy Carrera works so hard, the top goal scorer. When he's not scoring, he's working off the ball. Here's Souza. That one hit Mahoney. Weber got the first touch, went to ground. No, nothing from the referee. Fjellberg goes to ground and will win the free kick. Fjellberg wanted to go quickly there. Mahoney. Tulsa goes to Ward, but Ward's not going to keep that one in. We're going to see a long throw from FC Tulsa's Travion Sousa. I can tell you, he has one of the longer throws that I've seen in the USL Championship. A couple of players surrounding the goalkeeper. Thought about throwing it short, but maybe now we'll come up to the line and hurl this one in. Good header away. Back in from Batista, but just a little bit too much on that one. It'll be a goal kick. And the game settles down again. Colorado Springs are currently in the live table 7th. Phoenix Rising still 0-0 on 40 points in 5th. As Delou will pick up the ball, but it'll be a free kick. And the referee will just want a word here with the latest signing. That's a Brazilian, Ian. Wearing 98's come in again. Another great signing at a really good time in the season, Anna.
FC Tulsa has just been thoughtful about who they've brought in. I think from the start they've wanted the right person from a character perspective, but Sousa, another one of those players, Ian stepping in, Tyler Derrick, and another great example from a goalkeeping perspective. They just continue to raise the level of this FC Tulsa team.
There is Ian, right on cue to Delou. Delou forward quickly to Jamie Weber. Weber brings in Storfer. Storfer, Delou. What a great move this is from the league leaders. Storfer again in space. Ball into the box, headed down. El Medkar, brilliant save from the goalkeeper. Really good, well-worked move. El Medkar wants a second on the night. but a candidate for save of the week from Christian Herrera.
FC Tulsa doing a great job just knocking the ball around. One-touch passes. Stauffer able to get his head up, delivers a great ball into the box with pace. El Medkar redirects that, and Herrera, candidate for save of the week for sure. Defending really well there.
Katrina Freshmack's corner from the Australian Coley. Short to Souza. Souza hits the back of Creek. One back though. Coley into the box again, and nearly another header from Delence Pierre towards goal. Deleu finds Coley. Coley chips towards the far post, and it's just on top of the net. Just for a moment you thought Coley had really outthought the goalkeeper there.
You can tell this FC Tulsa team, especially since opening up the scoring, they're playing with confidence right now. They're taking risks, they're being thoughtful, they're being cheeky, and this one almost sneaks over. In the end, a couple feet over, but good thought. Just the creativity from FC Tulsa in the final third, the movement off the ball, the combination play. They've really started to connect the dots here.
And you use the word they're playing with confidence, and that's exactly what Luke Spencer said. Just come back to that in a moment, because forward come FC Tulsa again. Souza's got Coley on the overlap. Here is Coley. Coley now left-footed ball into the box. And Hanya will come away with it and get a foul. But he was saying, you know, only focusing on this game and wanting to go into the postseason in form, you know, and playing well. And that's exactly what we're seeing here from FC Tulsa tonight.
And a lot of the playoffs, really, I mean, all of these teams have their own stories about how they've faced adversity for a few games in the stretch or what have you, injuries, but it's who shows up at the end, who's able to get hot at the right time and find that momentum. And FC Tulsa has been consistent throughout the season, clearly finishing at the top of the conference standings. But you're right, I mean, if they go into a game next week after a loss or not playing their best, it can, from a mental perspective, not be the best thing. So it's really important now, the finer details.
As Lacroix plays the ball into the box, it comes to the far sector Hanya, and he doesn't get the shape of his shot right at all. It goes for a goal kick.
But all of the details matter at this point, especially getting your mind right. And Luke Spencer has done an outstanding job throughout the season, keeping the standard high, focusing on the ultimate goal for this club. A ton of records broken so far this season. In his first season as a head coach, I think people forget about that because of how confident and composed he's been throughout this season.
You have to go back almost 5 years to the day. The last time FC Tulsa beat Colorado Springs. That day in 2020 it was a 2-0 win. But the last 4 games, last year they did the double, did Switchbacks FC. They beat FC Tulsa 4-1 here, and then 1-0 Widener Field. And in 2023 is a 1-1 draw and a 2-0 win for Switchbacks FC here at One Oak Field. So they have had success, have the team wanting to get into the playoffs. Of course, the champions from last year as well. But the hill is a little bit steeper now, having gone down to that 10th minute goal, but they've settled in well and they play it forward again here to Tejada. Hanya will just about keep it in, plays it in field to Creek. Under pressure, Deleu nearly got lucky there. Off of Matusla. Echeverria there, playing it square. Forward they come again with Matusla. Tejada dropping off the front line. Out wide on the right to Hanya. Ward is coming up here from right back. Good build up here from the visitors. Low ball into the box. And then it's hacked away by Lamar Batista. And the ball is out. Well, as the world demands low-cost, low-carbon energy, Williams will be there with the best transport, storage and delivery solutions. Williams, we make clean energy happen. Anna, your overall thoughts on this first, just under half an hour gone here with FC Tulsa leading by a goal to nil?
Yeah, the start of this game was strong between both of these teams. I mean, the Switchbacks came in with energy as we would expect them to with the implications of this game, and FC Tulsa, like they've done throughout the season, when they have the ability to score goals quickly from back to front and execute, it can really kind of take the sting or just halt the momentum of the other team. And since then, we've seen FC Tulsa playing with a ton of confidence, just some creativity as well, and have really held the Switchbacks to many clean-cut opportunities. I mean, there have been a few moments where the Switchbacks have done well, kind of spreading the ball out wide, but they haven't really yet challenged Peñaranda.
That ball hits the back of Ian. Away by Storfer. Will save it going away for a corner. It'll be a throw-in. Fjellberg leaves it for Lacroix. Ball back to Matt Mahoney, the experienced centre-back. Alongside this man, Matusla. Matusla again up from the back. Patient build up from Lacroix to Matusla again. Back to Mahoney. Now Ward. FC Tulsa with everybody behind the ball, protecting their 1-0 lead. 6th of the season from Khalil El Medkar. Fjellberg in field, looking for an opportunity. Does well to get it out to Hanya. Hanya hits the back of Sousa. Hanya again goes to the byline. Sousa's there. Hanya goes down. And the referee says that it is going to be a goal kick. It'll be interesting just to have a look at that little clash. I don't think Yasuki Hanya is that pleased with the outcome there, Anna.
Tough to see from where we were, but I can understand the argument there. We'll get a look here. Sousa trying to get in between the defender and the ball, and there's a clip there for sure. Was the ball out already? Either way, it was really close. As a former attacking player, I could understand the frustration there.
Yeah, when you put the leg up there, I mean, it looked like the ball might have been out as well, which may have saved the officials, making a decision there, but you've seen them given. Weber goes to ground, free kick. Challenge was a little bit too overzealous from Echeverria. Coley will take the free kick. There is the Puerto Rican, wearing 13, combative player in the midfield. And there's Coley, who stands over this one. Everybody forward and everybody back. Lucas Storfer just coming across to the middle, having had a chat with his coach. Just out of frame there. 3-man wall. Line being held on the edge of the box. Here's Coley. Player goes down. Ian went down there, the centre-back, but the referee said there was nothing doing there. And Switchbacks FC survive that one, and it remains 1-0. Makes me feel very at home, Anna Bergel, when I see the rain like that. Are you going to get me a hot cup of tea at half-time? I'd be right at home.
Oh, I'll take one too.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. We haven't had a lot of rain of late here in Tulsa, but it just adds a little fizz to the pitch, doesn't it? It is slightly different playing with the rain on the field.
No, something to think about for sure. I mean, it's hard to see exactly from a viewer's standpoint on screen, but I mean, the field's wet, the ball moves quicker, and first touches get exposed a lot more clearly, and some players this can play to their advantage, but definitely something to think about.
Ward in a tight corner, gets it back to Mahoney, who clears long. Headed forward by Batista, headed on by Pierre. Deleu, who's had a very good game, got the assist for the goal. Weber, long way out from Weber, and that will finish up in about row T behind the goal. Did you like playing in the rain, or do you prefer the 100-degree Oklahoma heat?
You know what? I actually enjoyed the rain because I feel like both teams, you can't shy away from it. You kind of have to just decide it's raining and you have to show up and embrace it. The ball moves quicker, which played to my advantage being short, but you know, just part of the elements and having to deal with it. Both teams are playing in the same game, so it's something you kind of grow up with that mentality. It doesn't matter. You have to just show up and make it work.
Yeah, it's kind of drizzly rain. It's been raining like this all day, really, as the ball is loose here, and it's going to be picked up here by Matusla, who goes long, looking for Fjellberg. Throw into FC Tulsa. Of course, what it does mean is that most people here are undercover, tucked away on the concourse or way back up in the seats, and you don't see too many of the families out on their grassy banks here. There are a few brave souls on the far side there. You can just see at the top of your screen. Now Tejada's in the box here, pulls it back. Chance here, shot, and it's just a yard or so over the top in the end. Goal kick. Good build up though from Switchbacks FC.
That was one of their kind of better executed attacks here in this first half. Able to get to the end line, pull that one back, but just not able to put that one on frame and force Peñaranda to make a save. And something to think about from a goalkeeper's perspective too. I know we keep talking about the rain, but from distance as well, if you take those strikes, sometimes you never know. I mean, it might bounce off. It's harder to bring those in. So that's where more than ever want to make sure you're forcing the goalkeeper to make a save there.
Free kick to FC Tulsa. Batista picks out Deleu. Deleu against Lacroix, hits Lacroix, gets the ball spun nicely back to him. Pierre back to Ian. Ian round two, then he goes down. Nothing from the referee. Two players ended up, one from each side. Batista gets hauled down by Tejada. Now we're going to get some treatment, I think, for Ian. There's Tejada, who might be spoken to a little bit by the referee here for hauling down Batista. Those two battling away all night. Still with 11 minutes to go, Pittsburgh 0, Phoenix Rising 0. There's Ian getting some attention. Exciting part of the season, but obviously nerve-wracking as well. I mean, you feel for, you know, Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC fans who are watching this game tonight. Of course, Oakland roots against Lexington, and Orange County fans getting ready for their kickoff against Indy 11. There's lots of twists and turns. We've got San Antonio just kicking off against El Paso. I mean, it's why we love the game so much, isn't it?
It brings a lot of excitement, and you know, FC Tulsa fans historically have been in that boat, kind of waiting to see how other teams fare and trying to, you know, put themselves in a playoff position. Different this season, and the Switchbacks on the other end, winning last season and now find themselves wanting to secure a spot in the playoffs. So it shows you just how quickly things can change, and it just adds and continues to breed the excitement and just growth and quality of the USL Championship League altogether.
Well, 7 days ago, Colorado Springs were doing everything they had to do by beating Las Vegas Lights by 1-0, and that was after going down by 5-0 in that delayed game at Charleston Battery. Before that, they were winning at home against San Antonio by 1-0. So They've won 2 of their last 3. And they want an equaliser here. And they're coming forward. And the ball comes out here to Hanya. Hanya to the line. Sliding challenge. Ward's there. Pulls it back. It's loose. And then Storfer gets a toe in. And if Storfer hadn't have been there, it could easily have been 1-1. Great build-up from the visitors, Anna Bergel.
It really was. I mean, and that's something that the Switchbacks have had success doing. Most of their chances have come from getting to that end line, playing a thoughtful pass to the top of the 18 or waiting for that runner to come in. But FC Tulsa has just had some crucial interceptions in those moments, as it looks like a yellow card issued to Ian Carlos after that last play.
Yeah, Lacourse Law, yellow card for the Brazilian Ian Carlos for stopping the attack here. Let's have a look at this. Got himself in a bit of a pickle there, didn't he? And then Fjellberg being hauled down. And the referee producing the Lacourse Law yellow card, and it will be a free kick on the far side in the rain. As we're playing the last 5 minutes of regular time. And plenty of players forward and everybody back for FC Tulsa. Ball into the box is away, and it will be a goal kick. Well, tonight's match is brought to you by Tulsa Spine and Rehab, a team of specialists in one place delivering lasting pain relief. Every picture tells a story. There's Peñaranda, who would dearly love to see this one through and get another clean sheet to his name. Would be his 7th of the season if he could. Long way to go, of course. Mahoney heads forward. Cody's in there in the mix. El Medkar headed back. And now Tehad has got free infield. Hewerman. Frenchman to Norwegian. Fjellberg. Good back heel from Fjellberg to Lacroix, but in steps Lucas Storfer, who's one of those unsung heroes. Can play at right back, left back. And he's hit form, the 30-year-old, this season. Here's Ward. Looking for a ball forward, goes past Valence Pierre. Fjellberg. Twisting and turning. Gets a really good ball into the back post, but there's nobody at the back post, and it goes away. We'll get ready for all the exciting post-season action as the USL playoffs presented by Terminix kick off in November. The top teams will battle it out for the ultimate prize. Go to USLChampionship.com for all the latest playoff information. And it all starts next weekend. Mahoney heads away. It's going to be a throw into FC Tulsa in the 43rd minute here at One Oak Field. Souza will take the throw in for FC Tulsa. Push from Fjellberg on Delence Pierre. If you're FC Tulsa, you dearly love a goal to take you into the locker room, Anna, and if you're the visitors here, you just want to keep the back door shut, maybe snatch one yourself before the halftime break.
Yeah, right before half is always a good time to score. Clearly just bringing that momentum into halftime, able to reset and come out kind of with that fire, but on the other end, definitely don't want to concede at this point in the half.
Throw in. Battle right on halfway. Fjellberg comes out with the ball, then won back by FC Tulsa. Souza up from left back in the orange boots. Good tackle from Ward. Hanyas wide on the right, wearing 20. Steps inside one challenge, still with the ball here. Ward wearing 3. Ball in, trying to get it in behind the defence. Mecca to Calera. Calera will just slow things down to Weber. Now here's Coley furthest forward. Coley, good ball into El Mecca. El Mecca, real chance for 2, and the goalkeeper makes a save. Still it's alive for FC Tulsa. Weber, and they headed away for a corner. Well, how close was this? El Mecca almost just couldn't get it from under his feet. Katrina Freshmack's corner for FC Tulsa. Late on here, we're playing Tulsa Tech stoppage time. Here's Coley on the replay.
Gets his head up, picks El Medkar out, perfect. The ball just continuing to roll, and El Medkar just not able to get out from under his feet to hit that the way he wants to, but results in an upcoming corner here for FC Tulsa to potentially close out the half.
Here's Weber with the Katrina Freshmack's corner. Will come back to the corner taker here, who can dump it back into the box. That's exactly what he does to the far post. Batista heads down, and it will go away for a goal kick. And that might well be it, and it is. The referee brings proceedings to an end here for the first half at One Oak Field. And FC Tulsa go in, Annabergel ahead by a 1-0.
Herrera doing well there at the end for the Switchbacks to keep the scoreline the way it is FC Tulsa knocking on the door, gets the first one late in the first half, denied again, but going to halftime with a chance to reset.
Lots then for the coaches to talk about in the locker rooms. Lots for us to get through here at One Oak Field in the Williams halftime show. We'll take it to break now. FC Tulsa 1, Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC 0.
Mom and Dad can be a little competitive. They get all, yeah, buddy, and heck yeah. Lucky for them, Main Event has over 85 games and activities to play together, so they can get rematch after rematch after rematch. So do something awesome together.
Join me as I take a deep dive into the least insulted ticketing app in history, SeatGeek. Did SeatGeek invent the ticket?
No, but we do make them work.
Drum roll, please. Ooh, how do I use the seat view feature?
It shows seats with a pole blocking the view. Don't buy those.
What if I want to sit behind a pole?
Buy those.
Join me as I bore you to death with a series of interviews about a ticketing app that just does what it's supposed to do.
When I come home, it's like I feel like I'm in my dream home. I've been doing a little research on HELOCs, and I went to Oklahoma Central Credit Union. They were wonderful. We've added pretty much a new addition to our house. We didn't even have to pay the closing cost. They paid it for us. So I've been with Oklahoma Central for quite a while. I'm not going anywhere else.
Well, a 6th of the season from Khalil El Medkar gives FC Tulsa a slender lead at half-time. We'll be back with more from the Williams halftime show right after this short break.
Whoa!
Prince can eat a pound of wood a day. Pound of wood a day.
Pound of wood a day. Pound of wood a day.
What's wrong, Daddy? Daddy? You okay?
Keep termites out of your home and your head with our premium guarantee that covers up to $250,000 in new termite damage. Before panic shows up, Terminix it.
Prince Tires in the USL help soccer journeys everywhere to drive harder. From city playgrounds to suburban sidelines. From early mornings to late nights. From fun with friends to winner takes all. From the biggest fan to the biggest heart. And at every turn, Prince Tires will be there for the long haul.
Booking a spot in the playoffs for the first time.
The final week of the USL Championship regular season is upon us. Will the real Western Conference playoff contenders please stand up? Who's going to make a run for the title in the East? And we roll out the red carpet for one of the best that has ever graced his presence in USL Championship play. Rodrigo Lopez calls it quits at the end of this season.
Well, welcome back into a rainy old night here at One Oak Field, but nobody in the FC Tulsa camp cares much because they're leading by a 0-0. Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC really need to turn this around to get in their post-season, although other results will also determine that as well. Let's have a look at the standings, Anna, and we know that the top four there are assured of playoff berths, and we'll take a look at the results in a minute, but Phoenix could well do this tonight. They're drawing 0-0 late on there, but again, right down to Lexington, who've got eyes to get above that red line.
And especially at this point in the season, you alluded to it a little bit, Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC in a position where they can control their own destiny and just have to focus on the game at hand, but still it's going to come down to the wire. It's going to be a photo finish, and all of these teams, all of these coaches just saying, focus on what you can control, try to score the next goal, try to get the points, and see where the chips fall, but an exciting finish for sure in the Western Conference.
Let's have a look at those all-important scores from around the country. It's actually 0-0 right on the final whistle there, actually, between Pittsburgh and Phoenix Rising now in the 94th minute. Two early goals there you can see between San Antonio and El Paso. They're locked at 1-1, and then look at these games later on. Sacramento against Miami. We've got Orange County versus Indy 11. Open Roots against Lexington. And last night it finished New Mexico 2, Rhode Island 1. Lots to play for, and also mention for former FC Tulsa man Philip Goodrin, who has got a goal for Lou City, who've already wrapped up the Eastern Conference. They lead by 1-0 against Hartford Athletic. As we take you now to the news and notes, and the former US men's team GM joins Brooklyn FC, and that is one Brian McBride as the club's general manager. Legends hang up their boots. Republic FC's Rodrigo Lopez, the Rowdies' Leo Fernandez, and New Mexico's Daniel Bruce announced their retirements. All the best to those players who've served the USL so well. And Oakland Roots SC forward Peter Wilson leads the Golden Boot race, while Lucy's FC's Damian Lass leads the Golden Glove race, with still some games to play. So well done to all of those involved in the news and notes as we take you to another break. And when we come back, we'll have a look at the stats of the first half and, of course, the highlights as well. It's FC Tulsa 1, Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC 0.
What does it take to safely transport 1/3 of America's natural gas? To meet the ever-growing energy demands of revolutionary technologies? To cleanly, reliably, and affordably power the world? It takes experience. 117 years worth. Experience that helps society move towards brave new horizons in technology and innovation that continues powering the future of our nation and the globe. Experience powers us.
Hi, I'm Bill Knight for Bill Knight Ford.
And we're proud to be part of the Tulsa community and Oklahoma's #1 Ford dealer for 16 years, providing you with unmatched sales and ownership experience. We're grateful for the trust and support you've shown us, making our continued growth and success possible. Here's to 16 years of sales leadership and many more to come.
Join us at Bill Knight Ford and BillKnightFord.com, 96th and Memorial, and home of the Night Advantage.
At Ascension St. John, we're committed to being your first choice for healthcare in Oklahoma. For movement disorders, spine care, and more, our brain and spine specialists lead in coordinating advanced care. Patients choose us for advanced heart care and personalized cancer care. And we also excel in the things that can't be measured. Listening more closely, caring more compassionately.
Well, Bill Knight Ford is a proud sponsor of FC Tulsa. Bill Knight is Oklahoma's #1 Ford dealer, 16 years running. Get your new Ford from Bill Knight Ford, home of the Night Advantage. By Ascension St. John, illness and injuries don't wait, neither do we. Ascension St. John is here when you need us. Visit us at ascension.org/St. John. And by Williams, we make clean energy happen. Well, it was quite a first half, and it all started off pretty well for FC Tulsa as we run the highlights with my broadcast partner here, Anna Burgle. And here it was.
Yeah, FC Tulsa off to a great start. Souza there on the wing delivers that diagonal pass, and then Delu with thoughtful header back across the face of goal, and El Medkar, good forwards, anticipate the ball, will come to them no matter what, and he's there in the right spot, able to bring it home and open up the scoring for FC Tulsa. And then on the other end, FC Tulsa continuing to knock on the door, but Herrera with a couple of key saves to keep the ball out of the back of the net late in the first half gives us our current scoreline.
Let's have a look if the stats tell us a story of that first half. Well, shots are equal at 8 and 8, but no shots on target for the visitors. They'll want to improve that and work on that possession of 62%.
Exactly. The possession of 62% really has to be more productive in the second half. That's key. I mean, it's something to keep the ball behind the half line and knock the ball around, but you want to put yourself in a position to really challenge FC Tulsa's goalkeeper, Peñaranda, put some shots on target, especially in this weather. The ball's slippery. There's an opportunity for it to spill. Anything could happen. So from a Switchbacks perspective, definitely want to put some more energy in the attacking half in the second half. And FC Tulsa, not uncommon. We've seen them with possession in the lower levels just because of how quickly they move from back to front. They're very thoughtful and intentional with their passes, but they'll want to find that quick goal and extend their lead here in the second half.
Let's have a look at the team of the week before we get underway for the second half. And I want to highlight Colin Shutter for Orange County. He recorded a pair of shutouts during week 33 of the regular season, posting a 3-save performance in there sides 1-0 win against San Antonio FC on Wednesday night, and a 5-save performance in the side's 0-0 draw against Lou City. Anna Berger, what else do you see there on the team of the week?
Duke LaCroix, who we're seeing on display tonight here in the first half for Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC on the bench. A lot of quality players. Marcus Epps, former FC Tulsa man in the midfield. Congrats to him as well.
And of course, Peter Wilson there, who cannot stop scoring at the moment and now has a chance of the Golden Boot Award for this season. Congrats to all of them. The Week 33 Team of the Week. The rain's still falling here, and both sets of players are back out on the field. Anna, what can we expect here from both sides?
You know, if you're the Switchbacks coming back from halftime, you've had the opportunity to reset. A lot at stake here. We talked about the standings and the implications from a playoff perspective, and they have to control what they can control. It's easy to see what's going on around the league. There's games continuing on tonight as well that will be influential for their season, but have to just be narrow-minded, focus on what's in front of you, and get that equalizer to put yourselves in a position to get some points from this game. And FC Tulsa, they're playing with a ton of confidence, getting that opening goal. You can tell by their play as they've continued on in that first half. The runs have been good. They've had some creativity in the final third. So they'll want to find that quick goal if they can to further extend that lead, create a bit of cushion, but they don't want to take their foot off the gas. And Luke Spencer mentioned that midweek ahead of this game, wanted to make sure he carried that momentum from this game into the playoffs. As you get a look here at FC Tulsa fans braving the rain. They've been loyal throughout the season, and what a fun team to watch has this FC Tulsa team been at home.
No halftime subs for either team as far as we can tell. That was a look at El Medcar, the goal scorer. I can tell you it has finished. Pittsburgh 0, Phoenix Rising 0, which means that in the Western Conference, Phoenix Rising finished their regular season on 40 points. They can still be caught by a couple of teams, but they've clinched. So congratulations to them, and it makes it all the more important now for 7th placed Colorado Springs to get something, Anna, from this game. This could be quite a second half we're going to see. You feel that the visitors have to come out at FC Tulsa here.
And this is where you want to start to see that sense of urgency, take more risks going forward, because at this point in the season, clearly don't want to concede any more goals, but have to get something out of this game. And you don't want to put, too much pressure on yourself to where you can't stick to the game plan and play comfortably. But these are the big moments where you look to your key players and kind of leaders in this moment to rally the team, if you're the Switchbacks, to find a way to get points here.
Of course, San Antonio at the moment 1-1 at home with El Paso. 2 early goals there. If San Antonio can win that game, they will also clinch a playoff berth, and then it would be basically 2 from 3 for the other spots. So lots to play for later on. 9 o'clock local time here for the Orange County and Lexington games. There's a good ball in behind the defence. Here's Fjellberg across goal, but he just didn't get that right. He holds his head in his hands, and that one needed to be driven across on the wet surface there, didn't it?
He made the right run, onside, well-timed, had the space, the ability to get his head up and pick out a player. And you saw by his own standards there the reaction, just not executed the way that he wanted or needed to there.
Well, Luke Spencer will want his team to keep this back door shut, but they're going to be under pressure, you feel. Fjellberger was lively in the first half in the box here. Good skill from Batista just to calm things down. El Medcar now. Calera's away on the left. Now the ball from Hanya into the box, away by Ian, who got the lacrosse law yellow card in the first half. Calera was caught late there, and talking of lacrosse law yellow cards, Akeem Ward will get a yellow card. Playing it right back, the number 3 late there on the top goal scorer. Well, Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. From the Academy to the big leagues, Select is there every step of the way. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select product specials and more. Select, the player's choice. As you have a look there, that was late, and I think immediately an apology from Ward there. And that's, as a coach, not what you want to see with what's at stake next week. And so when your top goal scorer getting a challenge like that. 1-0. There's Luke Spencer. As we've said, very adamant that tonight's focus was on this game. They want to finish well. They respect the opposition. He knew that they would have a tough game tonight against a team that's wanting to get in the playoffs. Now, the ball was loose for a moment there, but it falls nicely for Christian Herrera, who's beaten in the 10th minute by El Medcar. Punts the ball up towards the right-hand side. Assistant referee is going to go with a throw to FC Tulsa. Hanya. Good ball in field. Human. Now Lacroix up from left back. Fjellberg. Human again. Left-footed ball flicked on and wide. Hanya had come in from the right wing and got into the box. That's a good build-up, Anna, and they're taking the game to FC Tulsa a little bit at the start of this second half.
Since the second half whistle, they've had more energy. You can tell the ball's being worked really well wide, and the delivery's been good. Just that final pass, that final kind of connection there in the box that hasn't come to fruition yet, but good start here in the second half from the Switchbacks.
Colorado Springs have won at Indy 11. That was their first win of the season by 3-2, and then they beat Birmingham Legion 1-0 and Oakland by 2-1. They've had 3 incredible draws away from home, 2-2 at El Paso and Sacramento, and then 3-3 at Tampa Bay Rowdies. Here's the goalkeeper, Herrera, just keeping it in. He scored 20 goals away, but they have been beaten in the last 3 away games, so they want to change that round. And of course, strange things can happen. All those stats go out the window when you're desperate to win a game of football. Batista up to Weber. Now there's a foul, and Weber kicks the ball away. Got to be careful right in front of the referee. Referee in full control tonight, Joshua Encarcian. Fairberg with Storfer, and that one will go away for a throw-in. At home, FC Tulsa have beaten Tampa Bay Rowdies, Sacramento Republic and Orange County all by a 1-0 scoreline. Who can forget the 7-goal thriller with the late winner against Las Vegas Lights 4-3. Monterey Bay by 2-1, Loudoun by 3-2. And then more recently, professional performances to make sure they won the league. San Antonio 2-0, Lexington 3-0. Here's Souza, and he's overhit that one. And again, in that purple patch at home, they beat New Mexico by 5-2, which means they're unbeaten at home in the last 10 games. The last defeat at home in the league was Oakland Roots by 2-1 on April the 12th. It's been fun to watch this season at One Oak Field, Anna Bogle.
FC Tulsa fans have showed up historically when things might not have gone the way that they want to in this league this season. They've really been treated and have showed up despite the scorching heat in some games and the rain tonight, and have been loyal throughout the season.
Good ball into the box. Ian gets the header, Fjellberg, but it was a push by Tejada. And he'll be picked up sportingly. Good battle, that one. Tejada is a difficult customer to keep quiet. Well, eFootball is here. Live your dream, rep your team and play as your favourite USL Championship club. eFootball is free to play. Download now. 53rd minute here at One Oak Field. Lacroix heads forward to Fjellberg. One back by FC Tulsa. Pierre, good ball. Along the wet surface there to Weber. Just couldn't get the ball from under his feet. And then Lucas Storfer goes in for a challenge and Human went down. But the referee said there was no foul. And Storfer, who's a very honest player, will take the throw in here. Weber brings in Storfer wide on that right hand side. Storfer dumps it into the box. Out comes the tall goalkeeper and catches that one. FC Tulsa's high press has not allowed the goalkeeper to really just drop it at the centre back's feet. Just get it out to Ward there, but Batista will step in again. Good ball into the top goal scorer, Calera. Here's Coley returning the favour. Calera on a little run here. Can he thread the ball through? Nearly he can to Weber. Delencpierre is doing a good job in the central midfield. Tidies up Storfer to Delou. Delou trying to bring the ball down. Good play though from the visitors who clear the danger with some neat football. Human. Great ball to Fjellberg, who's onside. Norwegian inside the box here. Great sliding tackle from the Brazilian Ian. Foils the danger.
Fjellberg with a great run on the left side. Brings it down well, in stride, able to keep his pace. And then Ian able to recover properly. It's a great piece of skill on the initial pass and then able to drive with pace, but you see the recovery there from Ian, well timed, able to knock that one out for a corner.
Katrina Freshmack's corner from the Frenchman. Human, left footed, headed away by Coley. Throw in no to Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. Mahoney hits the back of Calera. Batista again, who's had a solid game at the back to Delou. Delou to Calera. Calera now bearing down on goal. Shoots! Saved by the goalkeeper. Taylor Carrera loves that one-on-one, but that's a very fine save from the man in frame there, Christian Herrera, who keeps it at 1-0.
Again, FC Tulsa showcasing how quickly they can go from back to front. Carrera leading the charge there. With pace, again, FC Tulsa in full force. Does well trying to find that far post, but good save from Herrera, one-handed to punch that one away.
Storfer with a long throw into the box. There's a header away. Ball flicked on by Ian, looking for Storfer. Coley gets two bites at the cherry. Bangs it over the top, nearly gets there. Calera wants to get free. Calera! Another chance and another goal! You can't keep the top goal scorer down for too long. He scored in consecutive games. 57 minutes gone. FC Tulsa 2. Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC 0.
I think the celebration speaks volumes there. Cool, confident Carrera. Coley with a great ball in. Knocked around, but Carrera understands where he is and just able to stop that ball on a dime, create a bit of space, and bury it in the back post for the second of the game for FC Tulsa to extend their lead here.
Well, now there is daylight between the two teams. Let's have another look at this. The top goal scorer is 14th of the season.
You see both of the defenders there on the same page, trying to block that go to ground. That's key. Carrera anticipates that coming.
And now he's through again. Is there going to be 2 in a minute for the top goal scorer? Oh, he just drags it wide. Very uncharacteristic from Taylor Carrera. He just sat on the advertising hoardings posing for the photograph with his teammates, and he wanted to do it again. But he just drags it wide there, Anna.
A player like him in space, it's rare that he misses from that point, but just shows you how dangerous he can be. The Switchbacks fortunate he's not able to capitalize there as Johnson steps on the field.
Yeah, Levante Johnson, the Canadian, but FC Tulsa wave upon wave of attack. And here's Coley now in behind the defence. Pulls it into the box, easy for the goalkeeper. Levante Johnson replaces Fjellberg on that left-hand side, like for like. And now you can see quite clearly, Anna, the visitors have gone with 3 strikers. They've really got to go for this now.
They have to. The sense of urgency has to be there, especially now really chasing the game a bit. And if they leave themselves a bit open or exposed in the back, I mean, that's something that they have to do at this point. Send numbers forward. Still searching for a shot on target in this game.
I can tell you that San Antonio are now leading El Paso just before half-time in that game by 3 goals to 1. So in the live table, we've now got El Paso 4th and San Antonio 5th. Phoenix Rising dropping to 6th, and then below them in the live table on 37, of course, is Colorado Springs, and then below them, Orange County, still with a game to come tonight at 9 o'clock local time, and Lexington still in the mix, currently outside of the playoff places, but a lot can happen. Still a long way to go in this game. It's still only 2-0, remember. Johnson, who's just come on as a sub, keeps the ball in, up against Storfer. Good ball in field. Ian calms it down to Alex DeLu. Still no substitutes for Luke Spencer and FC Tulsa. Ball cleared down the right-hand side. Sousa's there. Up to El Medkar, who started everything off in the 10th minute. And once more here, El Medkar found well by Taylor Carrera, and he went early there looking for DeLu. You can see why he wanted to do that, but good defending, Anna, in the end.
Yeah, good idea from El Medkar, but the Switchbacks recovered well and needed to, especially when FC Tulsa has the ability to leave teams a bit exposed from how quickly they can go in transition, but the Switchbacks did well there to break up that last play.
Medkar, clever. Now, Coley through the middle of the field. Can the Australian make it 3? No, he can't, because that's a very fine save. He had the freedom of One Oak Field as the defence just opened up, and the goalkeeper makes another very fine save to keep it at 2-0.
As a result of the Switchbacks bringing more players forward, they're exposed defensively, and Coley just slices right through with space in front of him, but Herrera steps up to the task and able to keep that one out.
Johnson gets caught by Storfer, and the referee is going to give a Lacoste Law yellow card to Lucas Storfer there. Johnson goes down. Lucas Storfer, as I said, is a very honest player. He's saying that was his first foul, something like that anyway. Referee saying, I think the referee has pretty much no choice there because it stops a promising attack.
I think you're right. I mean, especially at that point on the field, you're right, with pace going forward, killing that momentum. Stauffer goes in the book. We'll get another look here at the replay of the yellow card. Pushed in space, comes in absolutely late.
Human with the responsibility from the left-hand side. Is this where the visitors get back into the game? The ball is loose, it's going to roll away, and it's going to be a Katrina Freshmack's corner. Johnson has done well since he's come on. Hewerman, who signed his first pro contract in 2024 with Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC, does have 3 goals and a couple of assists. Going to see a substitution here. Echeverria is coming off, and this is a very attacking substitution because a very experienced striker, Kyle Vassell, the Englishman, is coming on up top, and he will go right into the mix here, and he knows how to put the ball in the back of the net. Been around a long time. Here's the ball into box, flicked on, but it's going to go away for a goal kick. Kyle Vassell, the 32-year-old, up front now with Juan Tejada. Well, Tulsa Spine and Rehab, a team of specialists in one place, delivering lasting pain relief. 2-0 the score, 65th minute at One Oak Field. FC Tulsa looking to finish the regular season in style, and they're coming forward again. But Switchbacks FC need a goal to get themselves back in this game. That is a foul. Kyle Vassell can't believe it. He's had several clubs. I was counting around about 16 clubs in England. Latest one in Scotland was Kilmarnock, where he had some success. And he's come over to Switchbacks FC. It's a very important signing, and here he is holding the ball up, and he goes down, and that the referee's playing a good advantage here. Hewerman, round 1, but he can't get round 2, and Ian's already got a yellow card, and in fact the referee is saying to Lamar Batista he will get a Lacoste Law yellow card. And this, Anna Bergel, is fairly central and not far out of the area.
Yeah, interesting reaction. So FC Tulsa players wanting referee to go back and call that first foul, but he lets play go on and develop, and you see Batista come in strong there on that challenge as kind of gets checked from both sides. Nonetheless, dangerous opportunity here for the Switchbacks as referee just trying to calm things down.
We can see that there's 5 players in the wall, probably 4 now. Kyle Vassell over this one, having just come on. Hewerman, the Frenchman, is there as well. The referee will bring the wall back a couple of yards. Big moment in the game, with Switchbacks FC looking to get back into this game. We've got the draft excluder as well. Responsibility tonight goes to Jamie Webber. Kyle Vassell. Or Quincy Hewerman. Vassell comes up, hits it over the bar. A couple of yards over the bar. Wall did its job. And Vassell will probably want that one back.
FC Tulsa will be pleased. Kind of the heat of the emotions after that last play, the initial kind of knock in the midfield. Play goes on and then resulting in the free kick at the top of the 18, and a big moment if that goal is scored there off of the free kick, but FC Tulsa able to weather that storm.
Calera nearly through to Coley again, but Human now bangs the ball down the right-hand side to bring in Hanya. Hanya has done well. Away by Ian. Human. Johnson wide on that left-hand side. Ball in from Creek, headed away by Delence-Pierre twice. Tejada brings the ball down. Good skill. Johnson. Lacroix. Hits Coley and runs away. Lacroix will have the throw-in. Lacroix did score on this ground. One of the four in the 4-1 win last year. Good possession from Switchbacks FC. Ward dumps it into the area, away by Batista. Still they come. The team playing from right to left on your screens. That's Colorado Switchbacks. As Joan Peñaranda takes the ball, and the players move up to the middle of the field. FC Tulsa, I think, are going to make a couple of changes imminently. Here's Batista. Storfer. Good first touch from Weber. Did really well there. Anna draws the free kick.
Yeah, Jamie Weber's another one of those players that has really found his form kind of late in the season. Does a great job there with the initial touch, and then FC Tulsa at this point in the game as well will not mind to kind of slow the game down, break up play.
Weber's going to try and chip this one over the two-man wall. A third now, you feel, for FC Tulsa with 20 minutes to go would be a mountain to climb for the visitors. Here's Weber towards that far post. It's a drive towards goal, and it's gone in. And the referee has spotted something. I think he said no goal. It looked like Alex DeLue had squeezed that one in, but it remains 2-0. El Medkar's there as well in the mix. Forward come Switchbacks FC. Vassell lays it off to Hanya. Having to go backwards temporarily. Mahoney forward up to Vassell. Can't get the ball from under his feet. Coley tidies up. Batista. And that goes away. And now we will see the Sweet Shots substitutions. And we're going to see Harvey Sinclair and Owen Dahm coming on for Delence-Pierre. And Lucas Storfer. Both of those gentlemen have worked really hard, Anna, in the midfield.
They definitely have. Stauffer, especially throughout the season, has just been, I know you've mentioned it before, but we kind of highlight those blue-collar workers and had a great first half into the second half. But Owen Dahm coming in, we'll expect him to raise the level, has the ability to get forward as well.
Owen Dahm's gone into that central midfield berth, so like for like there. Jamie Weber's just dropping a little bit deeper. Batista's found DeLue. Plenty of movement ahead of DeLue. Does well to get it out to Sousa on the left-hand side. Sousa now to Harvey Sinclair. DeLu. Patient from FC Tulsa here. Coley to Weber. Weber will hit one low along the ground, but it's going to go away for a goal kick. Half-time, San Antonio 3, El Paso 1. Well, you can enter the Prinks Tires Family Game Day Kit Sweepstakes for a chance to win a prize pack worth up to $4,000. Scan the QR code on screen to enter today. So just scan the screen, QR code, and you can enter the Prinks Tires Family Game Day Kit Sweepstakes. Good ball, Harvey Sinclair. Great ball to the far stick and a good header away from Ward, and it will be a Katrina Freshmax corner. FC Tulsa would dearly love a third, Anna, to pretty much put the game to bed, but if you're the visitors, you've got to keep this out and try to get on the scoreboard as quickly as possible.
FC Tulsa had a couple of opportunities shortly after the second goal where they could have found the third and really kind of deflated the energy of the Switchbacks, but still 2-0. But you're right, the third would really extend it.
Katrina Freshmack's corner was taken short. Now it'll be a throw-in. Well, soccer season is here, and SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the USL. Get all your USL tickets and more from the #1 ticketing site, SeatGeek, your ticket to great seats. And I know that ticket sales have been going very, very well for next Saturday's post-season game here at One Oak Field. There's the ball into the box, headed away. Coley will bring it down. Jamie Weber. Forward they come again, but across goes Harvey Sinclair. Read that very, very well. Coley. Oh, wonderful dummy there. And Sousa just couldn't win the ball. What a great piece of play from El Medkar, who's scrapping away as well. Really good piece of play, Anna.
You love to see that, especially as we've seen FC Tulsa just play throughout the season. But in this game, there are more moments like that. They're playing with creativity. They're playing with that additional confidence. And you want to continue to build on that, especially as they focus on this game at hand, but have already clinched from a playoffs perspective and look ahead as the Switchbacks final substitution here.
Yeah, Isaiah Foster comes on. Off goes Hakeem Ward. And here's Tejada. Well, that's wonderful defensive play from Jamie Weber, who's really grown into this season, scored some terrific goals, and he was back there defending. Great all-round player for FC Tulsa, and Johan Peñaranda will slow things down, as we will tell you that if you can't watch the match, turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access on Tuesday nights, plus hear live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League and more, all on Sirius XM FC 157 and the new Sirius XM app. There's a pullback then from LaSalle. 77th minute here at One Oak Field. Batista. Headed down by Harvey Sinclair very bravely. DeLu into the box now. Here's Owen Darm. Good block from the defender. Owen Darm has scored a couple of goals this season. One spectacular one, not too far away from where he hit that shot. But that's good defending, Anna. Good play from FC Tulsa again.
It was. DeLu continues to be in the mix there, just creating chances. He had the assist in the first half, almost another one here in the second. It's a great job kind of floating into those spaces and creating opportunities, but the Switchbacks have defended pretty well these last few minutes, staying compact, not making it super easy for FC Tulsa to kind of open them up. As shortly after they conceded the second goal, there was a minute there where you felt defensively they were a bit exposed, but tightened things up these last few minutes.
Now, Vassell has got behind the defence. Vassell tried to pull it across to his teammate, couldn't find him, and now there's a foul, but Vassell got in behind the defence, and it just shows you how quickly this game can change. But he just couldn't find Levante Johnson. It remains 2-0. Harvey Sinclair just having to go back here. Does well to get it back to Johan Peñaranda. Peñaranda forward to that left-hand side, brought down by El Medcar. Coley's in there. Souza. Now, Calera's in behind the defence again. Can the top goal scorer really seal it? Oh, yes, he can. Taylor Carrera, second brace of the season. 15th goal of the season. FC Tulsa 3. Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC 0.
Carrera with a brace, and again, if you let a player of his caliber in behind, running on goal with pace, gets his head up, cool finish to the far post, and just about puts this game to bed for FC Tulsa. What a night he's had, what a season that he has had for this FC Tulsa team. A key signing, a lot of excitement around bringing him in ahead of this season, and he has absolutely delivered for the home team this season, and a great finish there.
Cue the grey smoke. Is that a pumpkin?
Maybe a jack-o'-lantern?
It's that time of year, isn't it? Okay, 3-0. Now, what have we got in store? There is the pumpkin. FC Tulsa 3-0. Top of the league. And now Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC just have to keep coming forward and try to get something out of this. It'd be a dramatic end to the game if they can do it in the next 10 minutes. Vassell with a spin and a turn. He thought it came off the defender, but it goes away for a goal kick. And now Switchbacks FC fans, Anna, will be looking for a little bit of help, you feel, later on tonight.
Yeah, we talked about the implications and kind of excitement around the photo finish that is the Western Conference, and from a Switchbacks perspective, unfortunate coming into this game where you get points out of it, can potentially control your own destiny. Now you kind of look over your shoulder for some help around the league.
Here's Owen Dahm. FC Tulsa want more. They're being ruthless here. There's a ball into the box, comes off the defender. It will be a Katrina Freshmax corner, where you can't say, as an FC Tulsa fan, you haven't been entertained here at One Oak Field this season. 3 more goals. FC Tulsa looking for yet another win. They haven't conceded a goal since the 1-1 draw with Birmingham Legion back in the middle of September here at One Oak Field. And here's Coley with the Katrina Freshmax corner from the left-hand side into the danger area. Ball is away, and there was a high foot, I think, from Lamar Batista. Still San Antonio 3, El Paso 1 in the second half there. And congratulations to Phoenix Rising, who drew 0-0 in Pittsburgh, and that secured their playoff game. FC Tulsa we know will finish top of the league, and they're looking to see who finishes 8th for that game here next week with us at One Oak Field. The first time in franchise history that FC Tulsa have got a home playoff game. Coley. Weber switches it, looking for Harvey Sinclair. Can't keep that one in. And we've got 7 minutes or so left as the world demands low cost, low carbon energy. Williams will be there with the best transport, storage and delivery solutions. Williams, we make clean energy happen. Switchbacks FC need a goal quickly. Another free kick and a Lacourse Law yellow card for El Medkar, who scored in the 10th minute. It's a ball into the box. Vassell's there with Tejada. Vassell now, back heel from him. Batista, who's been outstanding at the back, to Harvey Sinclair, who drives the ball away. And Calera's 2 goals timed at 57 and 79. Of course, Calera in with a chance as the ball slipped through. El Medkar, and another save from the goalkeeper. Well, Christian Herrera's kept this scoreline respectable with his saves. Often it's been one-on-one.
Great ball in from behind. Again, El Medkar, key run. The Switchbacks trying to get back, but Herrera did well there to knock that one away. El Medkar's had a few opportunities since the goal where he just itching for another one. And FC Tulsa trying to keep the level high, trying to keep legs fresh here with a few remaining substitutions.
Yeah, Trevor Amin and Patrick Segrist. Segrist is approaching 10,000 USL Championship minutes. Here's the Katrina Freshmax corner. There's the ball into the box. Keeper gets a hand on it. It's going to come back out to Weber, who drives it towards goal. It's just wide of the target. Well, the keeper was the calmest man in the stadium. And that one just curled, and it kept curling just past the post. Well, there's some brave souls out there tonight, although you wouldn't say it's that cold, Anna Berger, but it's certainly not 90 degrees, is it?
Dave, maybe a bit of inspiration from the Cowboys fans in recent weeks. Fans of all ages getting involved. Love to see it.
Forward come Switchbacks FC again. Ball into the box, headed away by Harvey Sinclair. And Alex DeLu. Sinclair runs into a little bit of trouble. Hewerman, who's never stopped trying in that middle of the field. Out to Hanya. Up against Owen Dahm. Dahm gets the footed. Throw in. Going to be taken by Duke Lacroix. Hewerman. Weber, who's had another outstanding game, not just going forward, but defensively for me. Here's Coley. Break on. Stefan Lukic, scorer of the goal of the week with that free kick in El Paso. Threads it through. Harvey Sinclair's got a lot to do. Harvey Sinclair gets there. Ball into the box, headed away. End-to-end stuff now. Tejada driving down the heart of the field. Trevor Min has won the ball back for FC Tulsa, who slow things down. El Medkar, Coley. DeLu with a step over. Gets it back from Harvey Sinclair. DeLu into the box, headed down. Another brilliant save from the goalkeeper. Well, you have to say, that Christian Herrera's performed heroics at the back for the visitors. It remains 3-0. Had a really good game, Anna.
He really has. I mean, you ask goalkeepers to come up in big moments, and obviously FC Tulsa's put 3 away tonight, but man, some unbelievable saves that Herrera has been able to put together throughout this evening. And especially now at this point, I mean, the Switchbacks definitely a bit exposed defensively as they're pushing players forward. And Herrera 1v1 a few times tonight has come up in those big moments.
Well, he had 28 saves coming into this game. And it's got to be in the mid-30s now because he's just been the last man standing, literally, when FC Tulsa got in behind the defence. Or it could have been 6 or 7. Lacroix is now playing at right back, having started the game at left back. Hanya into the box. Harvey Sinclair, careful it didn't hit his arm. Concedes a throw-in. Let's have a look at that last attack from FC Tulsa.
Great build-up again from DeLu. The delivery just about perfect. And FC Tulsa just not able to bring that in, but the save from Herrera.
Isaiah Foster with the long throw here, the 22-year-old. Here it is, hurled into the box and away. Headed away. We're playing the 89th minute here at One Oak Field. FC Tulsa leading by 3-0. Towering header away from Batista, who's another candidate for the Waldo's Chicken and Beer Man of the Match. Owen Darm will see this one out. Well, get your phones ready because we're going to give you a QR code here. You can enter the Prince Tires Family Game Day Kit Sweepstakes for a chance to win a prize pack worth up to $4,000. Scan the QR code on your screen to enter today. Taylor Carrera up to 15 goals now for the season. Harvey Sinclair is battling away on the edge of the box. There's a shot! Oh, and it's hit the post! Well, you have to say it's unlucky. And in fact, the referee said it came off the defender, but it was a wonderful hit from Levante Johnson. And those fans enjoyed it. They're at the other end of the field, but they've just seen a wonderful shot from the visitors hit the post. Corner then from Tejada. The Katrina Freshmax corner from the left-hand side, dumped into the box again. It's to the far post, it's over everybody, and it's been that kind of night a little bit for Switchbacks FC in the final third. Goal kick. They haven't stopped twirling those shirts. I think the numbers are building there as well, aren't they?
Recruiting some people.
Goal kick. Johan Peñaranda. Free kick for FC Tulsa. Coley was pushed. Let's have a look at that last chance from the visitors.
Yeah, the Switchbacks still looking to get a goal back here, and Johnson just about does it. Does a great job. Just the half a chance. Generates a ton of power, and Peñaranda thankful he wasn't beaten there.
And a wonderful spot from the referee to say that it came off the back of Batista and went for the corner. Coley. Oh, that's a good ball infield, but in steps the visitors now, and they've got to drive this ball forward, and they have down the right-hand side. Can they get a goal back here? Peñaranda, easy for Peñaranda. And we are playing 3 minutes of Tulsa Tech stoppage time, and we've already played 2 of those. FC Tulsa so nearly over the line. Switchbacks FC will have to wait for other results to see if they have a postseason place. FC Tulsa, of course, we'll have to wait to see who they will be entertaining here at One Oak Field next Saturday. There's a shot from Coley which just goes wide. Anna, your assessment of FC Tulsa's performance tonight overall?
I think this is exactly what Luke Spencer would hope for. They can see this through defensively, able to get potentially a shutout here if they can keep the Switchbacks out, but wanting to just build on that confidence and that momentum, and that was his focus coming into this game. Take care of business at home. You mentioned just how consistent and hard they've been to beat at home, wanting to keep that going from a mental standpoint, playing at the top of their game, want to get hot at the right time, and FC Tulsa's done a great job here at home to see this through.
Well, they have. They win this one by 3-0, and Anna, just to say as well, that's the third game in a row here at One Oak Field they've not conceded a goal.
I mean, from front to back, offensively, they had multiple chances, again, that could have turned into more goals if it weren't for the heroics of Herrera from the Switchbacks in goal. But FC Tulsa finds the back of the net 3 times tonight. El Medcar, Herrera with a brace. And the Switchbacks not able to get points from this game, and they'll have to wait and see, as you mentioned, the implications of the playoffs awaiting as they'll hope to find themselves in the top 8. But FC Tulsa absolutely secured, as they have been in recent weeks, and will await to see who they play here at home next week.
Yeah, they finished the regular season in first place, 57 points. Nice round figures. They've scored 50 and they conceded 30. We're going to see if we can show you the highlights of the game as the players shake hands, including James Chambers there. Here's the highlights with Anna Bogan.
Yeah, Sousa, great ball out wide. Deleu plays that one with his head to the far post. And El Medcar finishing the play, following the ball. Brave header, able to get that one in to open up the scoring for FC Tulsa. Anticipates that really, really well and executes it perfectly. And Carrera, Dave, has been outstanding throughout the season for FC Tulsa. Does a great job here, stops the ball on a dime. Defenders go one way, he goes the other, able to finish this one far post. This was his 14th of the season. FC Tulsa's second of the evening, created a bit of daylight between them and the Switchbacks. And then as the game continued to develop, he just kept getting stronger and stronger. Another great look here at the goal. Just the confidence that he's had throughout the season continued to build, and then he puts this one away. Really ultimately puts the game to bed for FC Tulsa with the third of the evening for his 15th and now third in the Golden Boot race as he continues to climb in his historic season for FC Tulsa as well.
Yeah, let's have a look at the stats of the game as you take a look at the night sky here, downtown Tulsa, One Oak Field. Well, look at that. We had 33 shots there in the game, but the shots on target tell a story, Anna.
I mean, defensively, FC Tulsa put on a performance, not allowing the Switchbacks a shot on target all game, making it very difficult for them to break through. When FC Tulsa did have possession, they were very productive with it. 3 goals on the evening. What a great performance. Just a thorough professional performance to close out the regular season as they look ahead towards the playoffs.
Well, we hope to speak to Coach Luke Spencer. We'll name the Wallows Chicken and Beer Man of the Match, but we'll take another break here now. FC Tulsa have won this one by 3-0.
To safely transport 1/3 of America's natural gas? To meet the ever-growing energy demands of revolutionary technologies? To cleanly, reliably, and affordably power the world? It takes experience. 117 years worth. Experience that helps society move towards brave new horizons in technology and innovation that continues powering the future of our nation and the globe. Experience powers us.
Hi, I'm Bill Knight for Bill Knight Ford.
And we're proud to be part of the Tulsa community and Oklahoma's #1 Ford dealer for 16 years, providing you with unmatched sales and ownership experience. We're grateful for the trust and support you've shown us, making our continued growth and success possible. Here's to 16 years of sales leadership and many more to come.
Join us at Bill Knight Ford and BillKnightFord.com, 96th and Memorial, and home of the Knight Advantage.
At Ascension St. John, we're committed to being your first choice for healthcare in Oklahoma. For movement disorders, spine care, and more, our brain and spine specialists lead in coordinating advanced care. Patients choose us for advanced heart care and personalized cancer care. And we also excel in the things that can't be measured. Listening more closely, caring more compassionately.
Welcome back into One Oak Field. FC Tulsa have done it again. They won by 3-0. They finished top of the league. It's their third clean sheet here in a row at One Oak Field. Anna Bergler alongside me. Let's have a look at what happens next. And I think we all know because we can start talking about it now, can't we? November the 1st, a week from today, FC Tulsa make history, Anna Bergler.
Exciting time, especially FC Tulsa's just historic season continues. Western Conference quarterfinals, as you mentioned, here at One Oak Field next week, as FC Tulsa still awaits to see who they face as we continue to watch the games throughout the remainder of the evening to see who will secure those final spots.
Well, we're delighted now to be joined by the victorious coach, Luke Spencer, who always joins us here live on the program. And there he is. Luke, well done, 3-0, job done. What was your overall assessment of the performance tonight?
Yeah, I thought we were excellent tonight, from the start of the match all the way through the end. Really proud of the guys. We scored 3 goals. I thought it could have been more, but I thought we were dominant. To finish the regular season this way. With the shutout, the chances that we created, really proud of the guys.
Coach, you touched on the 3 goals and just the momentum that builds from an offensive perspective, but talk about the discipline that this defense has had. Another clean sheet tonight. They've played outstanding throughout the season, but especially at this point heading into playoffs.
Yeah, I think you could say the defense, the offense, it all clicked tonight. But all season long, I think we've been pretty strong defensively, committed to keeping the ball out of the net. Have to check, but I didn't think we gave up much at all today. So, it was a good showing defensively.
Coach, coming into tonight's game too, we talked about just the impact that Taylor Carrera has had. He had some excitement, just the signing that he brought to this season, but he's absolutely delivered from that perspective. Just talk about the impact that he's had, obviously a brace tonight, but just how important he's been for this team.
Yeah, delighted for him that he's able to score 2 goals today, but again, I thought his work rate was fantastic, especially in the first half. He put them under a lot of pressure. There were a lot of balls that we won because of his willingness to work and his commitment to the defensive side. So proud of him, and he's been doing that all season. So he's a big piece of what we're doing here.
Luke, we talked in the week, and you didn't want anybody mentioning that word playoff. We can talk about it now, can't we?
Yeah.
I guess, you've got to wait around a little bit now, haven't you, to see who FC Tulsa will play. But let me tell you, I'm sure you know this already, this is the 3rd game in a row that you've not conceded a goal here at One Oak Field. Nobody is going to want to come in and play you guys at the moment, right?
Yeah, I think, that's the idea, right? That's why we want home field advantage. Anywhere in this league, it's tough to go away and play. So we want to make this place a fortress, and we appreciated the fan support tonight, as we have all season, and just want to encourage everybody to make it out to the playoff game for sure.
Luke Spencer, as always, thank you so much. We'll let you go away and celebrate with the players and the fans, and have a good week of preparation, and we'll see you here again next Saturday.
All right, thank you guys.
That's Luke Spencer. Anna, a word about him for you, the job he's done here at FC Tulsa this season.
Sometimes it's easy to forget this is his first season as a head coach. He's been so composed, so consistent, and the message has been the same throughout the season, and it's really neat to see this come to fruition. The team respects him. He's really done a nice job here at FC Tulsa, but job's not finished, and you can tell absolutely laser focused looking ahead to next week.
Talking about focus, the Waldo's Chicken and Beer man of the match, big smile. Got to go to him, hasn't it? He's been absolutely phenomenal this season and brilliant tonight.
And it's always easy to go to the goal scorer, but I think something important about his play as well that Luke Spencer mentioned, his work rate off the ball. He's trying to defend as well. The defending for FC Tulsa starts from the front. It's a unit, and Calera really does a nice job of doing that. Just works off the ball and obviously able to be productive in front of goal. 15 on the season, third currently in the Golden Boot race. Well-deserved man of the match honor.
Anna Burgle, thank you so much for your expertise. Anna and I will hopefully be back here again next Saturday when we'll be able to bring you some playoff football here. The first time FC Tulsa have had a home playoff game in their history. Thank you to Blake and the team who brought you all the sights and the sounds. It's been quite a night for FC Tulsa. They win this one by 3-0. Calera gets a brace. He goes to 15th for the season. FC Tulsa will be entertaining the 8th place team next week. Final score for the final time, FC Tulsa 3, Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC 0.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.